Ciao e bentornati, welcome back to Pillole D'Italiano. Today's episode, I'm so excited about announcing it, is episode number 52, which means that we've been going strong for a year. Thank you so much for being here, supporting me, subscribing, having subscribed to the channel. If you are new to it, go ahead and do it. Every week I come out with an episode answering your questions or drawing inspiration from my own experience with my private clients. And I usually address a grammatical topic or I talk about Italian culture. I also had the chance to realize 2 vlogs, episodes that are for more advanced learners, because in those cases I just speak in Italian the whole time. If by any chance you missed those and you are feeling ready to listening to pure Italian and see where your comprehension level is at, feel free to click on the link that will appear above my head now and catch up on those. Also, to conclude the year strong, a couple of weeks ago I created a test that you can take for free, and it's an assessment test, only 15 questions, about 5 minutes of your time, if you're curious to see where your Italian is at. And you will find the link to that test in the description of the episode below. Go ahead, take it, have fun, give me feedback, let me know how you did. Unfortunately, I cannot see your results for the short test. I also have a longer one that I will review myself, but the short one is, it's a system that is dealing with all the data, and I cannot tell you how well you did unless you tell me what your score was. But you will receive an email from me after taking it, so that at least you can see, depending on how many questions you correctly answered, where you're at in terms of levels. So go ahead and have fun. Click on the link in the description below, take the test, and once more, let me know what you think about it. Okay, what are we going to do today to close the year strong? Someone asked me about a specific word in Italian that is fairly commonly used, the word pure, and was wondering, what does that mean? How do we use it? Why? Well, I thought of addressing this topic because it might be deceptively easy for a lot of you, but there are some ways of using pure, and it's used a lot in everyday conversation that might surprise you. So here we go. The first thing to be said about pure is that it's a synonym of anche, and you might be more familiar with that word anche, meaning too, such as in me too or also. The way Italians say me too, for example, is anch'io, a contraction of anche io, also I, anch'io. But some Italians say pure io or purio. They will contract pure and io into purio. So you see how pure could be used instead of anche. If I want to say that among all the things I did today, ho fatto anche la spesa, ho fatto anche la spesa, I also did the grocery shopping, meaning I also went grocery shopping. Well, I could replace anche with pure. Ho fatto pure la spesa. Don't mind the cat. I'm becoming like a cat lady. Can you see? There is another one behind me. Save me. Let's get back on track. What is the meaning of pure that you would not necessarily expect? You might have noticed pure used right after imperatives, those words that express command, such as mangia, parla, vai, aspetta, etc. Now, in that case, pure means go ahead and do something, or also please do. I'll give you an example right away. If I want to encourage you to just go ahead and eat whatever you want, don't need to ask permission, I would say mangia pure quello che vuoi. Mangia pure quello che vuoi. Go ahead and eat whatever you want, what you want. Or please do eat what you want. No need to tiptoe around. We're friends. Go ahead, open the fridge, eat whatever you want. Mangia pure quello che vuoi. I could also say passa pure a trovarmi ogni volta che vuoi. Passa pure a trovarmi ogni volta che vuoi. Passa comes from the verb passare, which is to pass, but also to swing by. That's what I'm saying. Swing by to see me. Passa pure a trovarmi. Go ahead and swing by. Please do swing by to see me ogni volta, each time che vuoi, you want, every time you want, ogni volta che vuoi. Now, if I want to give a command, address somebody, encourage someone that I don't necessarily know, I'm not familiar with, I will use the congiuntivo, the subjunctive, instead of the imperative, because the imperative is kind of, harsh. You will only use it with people that you do know well. Otherwise, you might want to use the congiuntivo. So instead of saying entra for come in, this is something that I would say to a friend. With someone that I don't really necessarily know, someone that is older than me and I want to show respect, I would say entri, entri. Entri pure, please do come in. Or go ahead, come in. No worries, I'm just finishing my phone call. Entri pure. This pure, meaning please do or go ahead and do something, it's used with positive commands and with positive commands only. So when you want to tell someone what to do rather than what not to do. Mangia pure, passa pure, entri pure, etc. I hope that this was clear. Go ahead and use the comment section below to let me know if you understood. Use it as a practice space so that you can create your own sentences, and I will tell you if they work, if they, sound right. And don't hesitate to ask me any other questions you might have. I'm always happy to answer them all as soon as I can. Well, all right, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel if you're a newcomer. And I will see you next week. Ciao, a presto!